Hi, welcome to another video. So, a new stealth model has dropped on OpenRouter, and I thought I'd talk about this. This one is called Horizon Alpha. Now, we obviously don't know which model this is supposed to be, but we can make some guesses for sure. Community guesses are that this is OpenAI's open source model that is supposed to be coming soon along with GPT-5. Most people think that OpenAI will launch GPT-5 Nano as open source, and you can tell that this is a small model because the token speeds here are pretty great. Considering that this model doesn't run on something like Grok, this is going to be a pretty small model or a mixture of experts model. It is definitely by OpenAI, from what I think, because they have made their GPT 4.1 available early on OpenRouter before as well, and this makes sense. This is not going to be exactly GPT-5, but this could easily be their open source model that is supposed to come. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's great nonetheless. This is currently free to use, and it also doesn't have a limit either. Now, some people have run some benchmarks, and I also ran some little tests. On EQ Bench, which is supposed to be a writing benchmark, it scores really well. Based on what I think, it is really good at writing. It can easily imitate writing styles, and it can write stuff that doesn't look like AI. For example, it doesn't try to use M-dashes at all times, which is quite awesome to see. It's really good at writing, probably the best, and better than Kimi at writing, which was already a bit better. So, this is awesome there, and considering that it can be run locally, it will be pretty awesome. Now, some people also ran the Aider benchmarks, and it scores above Sonnet, thinking, while scoring below Opus, non-thinking, which is good, especially considering that this will probably be an open model as well. So, there's that. You can use it yourself as well. But first, let's talk about today's sponsor, Dart. Tired of juggling tasks across different tools? Dart combines traditional project management with powerful AI features that actually get work done. Beyond organizing tasks and boards, Dart's AI can brainstorm project ideas, generate task lists, and even complete entire assignments for you. Their composer-like AI agent understands your full project context, so you can simply chat with it to create, edit, or delete tasks naturally. The real game changer is the custom agents. You can create custom agents that trigger from the built-in integrations or a N8N workflow or custom webhook for full customization. You can create a coding agent that pushes pull requests to GitHub, a marketing agent for campaigns, or a mailing agent for outreach. Then, just assign tasks and watch them get completed automatically. Plus, Dart integrates seamlessly with your existing workflow through their MCP server, connecting directly to Claude, ChatGPT, and other AI tools you're already using. Most features are completely free, with premium options starting at just $8 per month. Check out Dart through the link in the description. It might just transform how you work. Now, back to the video. It works pretty well with Roo, Cline, and Kilo. You can go ahead to VS Code and make sure that you upgrade it to the latest version. Now, head on over to whatever it is that you use. For Roo, just go into the settings, then create a profile, and then select the new Horizon model as well. You can also do the same with Cline, and in KiloCode, you can also go ahead and select the KiloCode provider. Then you can easily use it as well, which is also awesome. Now, I tried to make some stuff with this as well, to understand how well or badly it works in coding specifically. So, I started with asking it to make me a 3D floor plan using ThreeJS. This is a good one because Sonnet, Opus, and almost all models are unable to do this, and similarly, this model also fails as well. Actually, it almost always fails at creating anything in ThreeJS. I think that this might be because it is not a reasoning model, and making complex apps almost always requires that. For example, I asked it to make me a pokeball in ThreeJS as well, and it failed. While it obviously failed to make a 3D Rubik's Cube simulator, which is pretty disappointing. But there's not only disappointment, because it is actually amazing at front-end tasks. Here, I asked it to make me an SVG for a pokeball, and you can see that it looks amazing. A pretty good-looking one. I also asked it to make me an SVG for a panda, and it kind of sucks in that part. It almost looks like a panda that got transformed into a butterfly. But still, it's fine. The best one is this landing page. I asked it to make me a portfolio page for a panda who is a React developer. Now, although there are some issues, this looks pretty awesome. Like, when I move my cursor, some colorful artifacts appear, while the text also has a glitching-like effect, which looks awesome. Similarly, the background also has some good artifacts that make it a bit more cohesive. I really like this model. If this is going to be an open weights model, then I would be really stoked for this, because not only is this model good, but it's a pretty good model overall. I hope that this isn't a 72B or something, because running a 32B model is much easier for everyday use, rather than something like 72B. But still, if this model is smaller and better, then I'd like it a lot. This isn't a reasoning model, though, which is a bit of a bummer for me. I think that Sam Altman had said that their open model is going to be a reasoning model similar to O3, and although this outputs a lot of tokens similar to a reasoning model, it doesn't seem to be one as of now. Still, the model is awesome. I think that this is a small model, considering the speed of the model, which is actually awesome. I really enjoy the speed, because all the examples I showed you were all built under a minute. I don't know if it's just me, but I'd rather take a super fast model with like 20 or 30% performance depreciation rather than something that is like 30 tokens per second, similar to Sonnet, but better. Mostly, the faster model is correct, and when it isn't, I can easily ask it to fix stuff, and it can be done quite fast. The context of this model is also pretty good. It's about 256K tokens, and the max output is also about 128K tokens, which is why I think that it has a more token waste thing in output, as if it is a model that does reasoning in the chat itself, similar to something like Kimi. Now, apart from the performance, most of the stuff that I talked about can be here and there, because they are based on speculation. Like, many models sometimes lie about what company they are from. But it is most likely that this is a new OpenAI model, considering that they had made GPT 4.1 also live on OpenRouter under a blanket name. So, that is something. If you guys have tested it yourself, then you can share your thoughts in the comments as well, and let me know the areas where you think it works well for you, or where it doesn't. I'm pretty excited to see when it comes out in its original name, probably by next week. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.